Today we're here at Coffey Caverns and we're going to go on a tour and we're going to take you with us, so let's go.
This is some great shit right now.
She is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they were. Oh, okay. Like, yeah, which is weird. Yeah, because. Okay. And I went, no. Yeah. Yeah, come on. I'm like, no. Weird. It is weird. Yeah, okay. People are weird. Like, down there, yeah. Maybe we need to change them. Well, I mean, no, like, straight up, I don't know what you're saying.
Put a gate on my office that's like swings, you know, so that the dog can't get in and out, but I don't have to climb it or something.
That's true.
Yeah, we could try something like that. Yeah, that guy too, you know, flesh.
Oh, we did?
Yeah. No, he's like shuffling along in his bedroom before.
I thought he was with the group.
I thought Rachel told me that.
You can ask any three of us. We will try to answer them as best as we can. Does everybody have a flashlight?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. And then if you look behind us, this is going to be the cave. This is a map of the cave. So we'll actually be going down these stairs here. We'll be going down into the Cathedral Room, and then we'll come back through, and then we'll actually hit this good part of this system here. And then we'll just come right back up to the entryway here. Are we doing the little room?
If they want to,
Okay, if the kids would like to, we do have a little haunted house basement thing. If you would
This
like to
one
get-
doesn't, but the other two want to.
Okay.
I'll take the back.
Whoever wants to go through, that's fine.
I'll take the back.
Just let you know that will be at the end.
That's the
Okay.
end of it, okay, so you don't have to do it.
You can just come right on back up the steps.
It's all fake. Now, will you go along?
Okay, I'll stay.
All right, baby girl.
Hold on, time show.
Oh, you're not.
Go ahead, you just keep going. Come on, we're gonna lose them.
Here, let me carry you. Yeah, you guys go.
I just kidding. I'm kidding on top of kids.
I can't.
What? You can't do it? Right here. Come with me, Brian. Come with me. My mom's going out. You want to go? All right. She can't do it. She can't do it. She's not going to do it. Yeah, she just can't do it. She said.
I think we got a claustrophobic one back there.
It's bright.
He's good.
We're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you can see, this is obviously man-made, and like the earth will grow concrete, which I got.
She's worried about Ryan comes down, she come off. Oh,
You're not gonna shine at anyone like,
But I never mind.
listen to me. They shine on anyone's eyes. Got it?
We're going into the cave.
So I don't know how much everybody got to read any of the literature. So the caves were found in 1830 by John Coffey. He actually owned the property at the time. And then in the 20s and 30s, it was owned by the Baker Company. And they leased it to John Bergen, who later commercialized this and opened it in 1932. And then they shut it down in Labor Day weekend, 1954. The reason, we don't know why he shut it down. We're thinking maybe because of the quarry across the road being blasted or something like that. Go ahead.
So you can take steps or stairs, whatever.
Did some people go up on it?
Just my wife. She don't like tight spaces, but she said, oh, it's pretty open up. No, I'm not getting that. I said, go ahead.
Okay.
Now she's next time she'll get the keys to get in the truck.
And you can touch whatever
She
you
can
want.
eat a snack or something. Right.
So this is called Little Jelly, and we'll see Big Jelly later on. So right back there, you can walk back there and look.
There's a dead end back there, but it has some really nice formations.
Yeah. Walk back there, just don't go past the bar. Going?
Ryan, you're late, bud.
Jay, what are you doing in the cave? Hey.
I'm not gonna grow anymore.
Oh my goodness.
That's pretty cool.
I don't want to give my parents. Yeah, that is like my one, like, bugaboo. Like, I'm just like, I don't want, no. So, when my mom purchased the property last year, the first thing we did was we went and replaced all the doors to the solid steel, doors that you saw walking down, so that we didn't have that issue. The only animals we've really had is, we saw some small spiders. We had the salamander one time at the top of our stairs, and we have a couple field mice that we've seen here and there. So nothing like dangerous. Or bats.
So this is called,
Am I good now?
there's some people back in the hole there still. Might wanna wait. Yeah, it's a little wet, you can touch whatever.
Where you going, Brian?
You messaged me on Facebook, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I scheduled the appointment.
Yes,
Yeah.
so if you looked on our Facebook page, I did do a video when Hurricane Ida, the remnants came through here. And if you didn't see that video, this is the mermaid's tail that I took
okay.
the video of the water
Gotcha.
coming down.
Okay.
But it looks like a mermaid's tail.
It does. Yeah, when you said that, I was like, oh.
So, for if you didn't notice that, this is called the mermaid's tail. You can kind of see it.
You should make up a story with that.
Swimming down the Hanukkah cheese, I'm stuck here for eternity.
Yeah.
walk up here and walk
I'm too
here.
short to do that. Up on the bed.
So we call these fingers because the one right there
Yeah,
does look like a finger.
it does.
Fingernail.
Two of them actually look like that
Yeah.
one. The second one looks like it too.
Yeah. So, not to break your heart, but they were actually not natural. They were placed here
Oh.
by some people who snuck in from somewhere else.
Yeah, so you can see like at the bottom they're cracked.
Yeah.
So the story is there was a gentleman that used to live here in the 70s, and him and his nephew were down here, and his nephew found those in another part of the cave and
Okay.
put them there.
Good. Well, at least they're from here.
Here, come here. And just watch your step right here. This can be a little slippy, so you might want to move over just a little bit right here. Just take your time right there. You know what?
It's impressive how this concrete's held up so well.
Yes, it is original from the 30s. Wow. And then watch your step here. It's going to change from concrete to dirt.
Yeah, I figured that she would probably, she'll like to, I don't mind it, I crawl in higher stuff and good.
I told her it opened up, but she was like, oh.
Yeah, it's just the walls.
Yeah.
I understand.
So this here is probably the largest formation that we do have in the caverns, and you can see that it is constantly being dripped on.
Oh, first.
You guys can go and touch it.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of hear me echoing, so we're going to be going into the Cathedral Room. So they actually held about 25 weddings down in this room. The first wedding had between 100 and 150 people down here. And then as you make the turn, if you look off to your right, this one here is actually called the Cathedral Room.
Huh? Yeah.
Alright, so we're in the Cathedral Room right now. There's actually a little cubby hole right here that you guys can explore. There's also a little walkway here that turns into a den that you guys can explore. And whenever you're done, you can just come back through here, and we'll go back to the other side then.
Yes.
Look back in here. Wow.
Well, let's go to the same spot. So if you guys want to go there.
Why? Does it? This what do I? Huh? I found holes. Yeah, I know. I found the stuff.
This is just wet. It's not how it feels.
I found some holes.
Yeah, we'll go back in there.
Whoa.
So, we're not exploring that deep.
Whoa. Whoa.
Hey, be careful. No, kitty. What? What is it?
Yeah.
It doesn't look as big.
A little tight in here.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
This keeps going.
What's back in there? Goodness.
I know, I just doing the same thing, I was holding it up.
Little kids can
The other one.
I got it.
The other one.
Did you already look
That's
back
what I've
there?
been doing,
I got
because
it.
it does, it's just too dark and every night. Use your bathroom.
Here, go out that way. Okay, we'll switch when we get out there. Keep walking. Go in there.
A dead end. There's a dead end.
On the dead end. Are you the last one? Where's Peter?
Sit here and listen, you know, because they were just TVs. When I was doing the video, there was a little boy, like 15 to 17, yeah, and he was like, let's stay this point, let's stay this point, and we're like,
Yeah.
like, you just stood there, yeah, man, he was really into it. So, it was a good time.
I think Santa Claus is good. I think Santa Claus is good. Bring me brooch.
I'm here. Were you getting my transmission there, Red? I wouldn't get yours. It doesn't work too well.
I just got everybody.
How do you turn it
Do
off?
the flashlight right? If everybody could turn off their flashlights, we brought a black light along because when you turn the black light on, you can see some of the stuff actually glows in the dark.
Hold on, turn your lights off.
Alright, we're just gonna wait for a second until everybody's eyes adjust to the darkness.
You got it, Ryan?
We'll let everybody's eyes.
I was gonna say I had a brand new. Well, that battery's got an already condition. You might have to get closer there, big bro.
And do you want to say calcium?
Calcium carbonate. Or there's probably a little calcium sulfate in it as well, along with the other minerals that make it glow. But me and John have been trying to do a little research on that, but we're not exactly sure. I've been busy doing this with you fellas and ladies, and also with work at the same time. And I also research way too many things, especially with geological structures. Now I can walk along with you guys and tell you about some other geological things, about faults, breaks, splits, and what's the other one? No, I said the breaks, where basic shears. Where a rock would shear, like that would be basically there behind you. That would be a shear. Right here.
Alright, everybody turn the lights back.
That's basically when a rock shifts. Where in the grain of the rock, it actually breaks. Because one side moves and the other side doesn't. Meaning it moves. Now that could be caused by many different things. Not necessarily an earthquake, but a fault would be more like that. I mean, I'm not exactly an expert. If anybody didn't tell me we're going to go off geology, that's where Jerry lives. He's my mouse friend. I always like to point that out. I'm sorry. I always like to say that. Hey, these dogs have to read there when you saw them? No. We found one. Yeah, we saw him out earlier. He was kind of trying to hide. I named him, I think I would name him Jesse. I think I would name him Jesse. But, alright, well.
Dean's gonna help us do our tour.
Alright, well, y'all been doing it all day. If you want to keep doing it, I'll ride the boots or I can go front.
Go ahead.
Alright, well, then we just gonna keep on moving on. Well, I don't need two dudes with a freaking walkie-talkie, Red. So we're just gonna go right on back the way we came. But, as I always been saying, sorry, I didn't practice this as you came down, but I'm very loud. Now, we're gonna walk back the same way that we came, but now other people can go also, but you might find things that I don't know about, because every time I come here, I see something new. Like these cool boxes, if you didn't see one before, I love those old switch boxes. Nobody likes to point them out, but I'm in construction and I think they're cool.
Yeah.
My head is I got teeth and everything. I'll use their like get steep so
I know.
I know where I'm walking, so I Now you guys can walk up the stairs, you can walk up the ramp, you can walk up the ramp there, watch your step right there, there's a little drainage channel. And always mind your grace.
Come on.
Now everybody, big boy, and watch your tongue.
Are you good? Yeah. What's going on here?
Hey, could Billy Joe's husband give her the keys? Hey, could Billy Joe's husband give her the keys?
I don't know whether Billy Joe or their husband is.
Alright. He's coming.
Guys, good.
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Good.
There you go.
Great.
I did that. Riley's going nuts.
Is she having fun?
Yep. Where they're going about?
You're going that way, baby girl.
Going that way.
Yep, we're coming down this way now. We're gonna loop back around. We're gonna
Are you going down
There's
the
no
door?
grandma.
She's right there. Come on.
Girl, I'm going to the truck.
Come with us or going with grandma?
Are you gonna go see more caves? Oh, you don't want to go see no more?
Alright, go with
Okay,
grandma.
come on, grandma.
Here, give me that flash right there. Hand it in the flash.
Now here, this is a really cool place. Ouch, that was my shoulder. Now here's a pretty neat place where I like to stop, just take a little talk. Now this, easy Red. This hole right here is actually man-made. The only other way to come over this was to go over top. I mean, you can still do it if you want, but enter at your own risk. But up there, they actually found some really neat artifacts, like arrowheads, a spear point, things like that. Maybe they don't exist, I don't know, but in literature upstairs it says that they were found. We have people that actually are still looking for them. And over here you can see where Jerry was having a little snack bag. Come out. Tyrone, Percy, whichever one of them. So just here, now here, this is one of the most photographed spots in the whole place. It's on all the old postcards from the 30s and 40s and all that stuff. And like I said, well no, I lied, not like I said, because I wasn't here. But please take your time, take a gander at stuff, take pictures. I'm not in a hurry. Don't feel like I am rushing you in any manner and put my seat, you devil. there's all kinds of neat things here. One of my favorites is always the water. They just look like holes, but there's water in them. I love it, and I love to touch the water. You didn't get to get my spiel on how I drink the water, because I do drink it. But just don't. I wouldn't advise anyone else drinking it. But I do.
It's full of minerals.
Hey, I mean, I tell you what, it's crystal clear and it don't taste bad. So, and I've done it I don't know how many times. So, didn't kill me yet. I don't know which way. I'll ask Stephanie on that. Hit her up on the mic. Call her actual one too while you're at it. I don't know. I had it turned off.
Yeah.
I turned it on. Let's go actual one. This is better. Big red. Stephanie,
What?
which way do you want to go?
Regular way.
Mine?
Yeah.
Okay. So, up here to your right, my straight, there's actually a hatch, or used to be anyway, another entrance. You can't see it from here. That actually goes up a very long way. A lot of cool things up in there. Me and Johnny, we climbed up in there, found a lot of those animal bones and things you saw on the ledge when you came down. Really cool stuff. There's actually another one up in there, which you also can't see. Unless you really want to go, I'll drag you up there, but you're going to get dirty because that's a crawl. Now we're going to see another entrance down along the way that we can see, which I will show you, which is super neat. But you know, that's where a bunch of hooligans like this kid used to sneak into this place and do all kinds of crazy stuff. Who knows what they did? There it is. Yes, we'll find it here shortly. So we're going to go to the right of the stairs. Don't be scared about, oh man, what's down there? Because don't worry, we're coming up those stairs by the end. Yeah, so if you're curious, we will be down there. So we're going to walk around here, and if you look at the wall, there are some little spots that you can find where some was writing things on the walls. But like I told you guys about the stairs, right where those stairs, they end right down here. If you guys want to take a peek down there, it's pretty cool. There's a little spot where you can actually clamber up through there, and you'll be almost close enough to shake hands. It goes all the way down. And you said about the graffiti, there's even more down below. That's a 1901. There's all kinds around. There's actually etchings where they scratched it into the wall. That would be a thing to do a carbon thing across, you know, like with a sheet of paper or something. But there's a lot of them around, and you'll find them in the most odd places. Every time I come down, I almost find a different one. But you just got to keep looking. You can tell when I get closer. Now down in there, she's got an amazing light. Down in there, you can see a lot of those things where I was talking about. I'm sure Stephanie told you about the soda straws and the calcium carbonate and also calcium sulfate. Those are probably one of the best and interesting examples of stalactites and stalagmites that I have found in here. I mean, technically they are them, but in a general sense of what people would think of stalactites and stalagmites, that's the closest representation that I have found. Because normally people think of them as pointy and sharp, but that's just my best representation. And you can see all of that calcium from our water, because if anybody's from around here, you know our water, our groundwater is very hard.
So if people want to shine their lights down here, I have a black light, and some stuff down here will actually glow in the dark.
Yeah, it's that same old stuff that you saw up on the ceiling. That's the same mineral. everywhere. Up there is another really neat place where I found a lot of bones that also goes very far back in, but that one's also one that I don't think that anybody here is going to be able to crawl through today. But maybe another day. Now you can see a lot of really cool things of the water and how the water works through here. Because as we know, I don't know if Stephanie told you, there's over 12 different types of limestone because these are all limestone caverns. And limestone is it's not super cool to point out how it sweeps and almost goes in a circle. Can you imagine how many years and years and years that it took to form all of this? And how much water was actually in these caves?
I say it looks like a cinnamon roll.
Now that one there, I do believe that would be a shear. You stay off my hill.
Oh, no.
So we're going up and we're going up, and you can tell that the temperature is getting a little different, correct? Watch your grate, by the way. We're switching again. I'll let Red climb this time. But you can tell the temperature got a little different. And if you look up, and the smell got a little different too, didn't it? The echo kind of dampened. Because we're about ground level now. And actually, we are across the road by that speed limit sign to the left of the house. And we're in those woods.
Okay.
We're underneath there right now. And where Red is, if you can see right by his dumb body, I'm going to come up there and talk to you, boy. There's concrete up in there. That's the other concreted over hatch that I was telling you about. That was another entrance. And the only reason we know that actually where we are, that we're over there, is Stephanie and one of our other cousins. He grabbed an iron bar and went up there and beat on that, and they played Marco Polo. And found about a roundabout area of where that was, because they could hear him bang, bang, banging on that hatch. So that's how we know that we are about a roundabout.
How do you think they got all that concrete down in here?
By buckets. About 20 feet a day they poured by bucket. And that's why it took, well, they started in the 20s and it wasn't open until 32. So it took them at least 12 years if they started in 1920. So get on down here, Ruth. So it took them a very long time, and all these roots are from them trees and things. There's a lot more down here as well. They're really, really neat. Don't tug on them if you would, please. Sometimes when the water's nice, they're glistening and nice and sparkly, but today they just ain't. Now here we have another really cool little pond. Now this one's obviously man-made unless nature grows brick and mortar. But this is a cool one. And you can see this guy here, he's very happy. And that goes back in there. In some of the literature they call it Fairyland, because you can see all those really, really cool soda straws that I was talking about, where they pull down, and it's a really cool pond of water. That's a lot deeper than you would think it would be. Very pretty. Don't drink it. I will, but you shouldn't. So now we're gonna go down this way right here. Now it gets a little steep. The handrail switches from left to right. Sometimes that can be disorienting to people. So just keep that in mind, and it is steep. And always watch your heads, because they're pretty and they're cute and they're definitely fragile. Over there's a pretty cool spot to take a peek in. That goes back a fair ways. I went back in there, oh, I don't know how far I went. It was over 50 feet, and there's even farther that I could have went. But all of that's mapped on the map upstairs. If you want me to, ask me. I'll show you maps and stuff. The maps, and I can kind of show you about where we were and things like that. But here's a really cool place for some of the more adept. If you want to climb up on Dean's seat, as I like to call it, there's a hole up there, and it's awful pretty. Red will show you how to go. But you got to slip your little butt up in there, like so. And there's a hole right up in there. And it's got nothing but all them soda straws, and I'm pretty sure that's where that, up there, that little pond, it runs down through. I mean, but it's easy to get, it's a little easier to get up than it is to get down. If you want to dare to take the challenge, I mean, I'm more than welcome to let you, but I might have to help you. Come on, Brad, figure it out. Because it's a little slippery, a bit of a slope, but you're more than welcome to go pass on if anybody wants to go check that out.
And if you guys don't, I have a picture.
Yeah, we do have pictures of it, so you go on up there, brother. But this is all really cool. When the hurricane stuff came through, all these were actually filled with water and everything. It almost looks like a desert landscape. But you guys can pass me. Red will take you. He ain't gonna lose you, I promise. He's been down through plenty of times himself. But that's a pretty cool little scene. It's also cool to get a picture taken.
So right here is normally full of water, but since we haven't had, I mean, rain has been coming. It rained yesterday, but this has not filled up yet. Dean, what do you call this one?
I always thought it looked like a little, Nordresser, the world tree in a little pond.
So, right down here, if you walk, down to right here, Mr. Dean likes to call them the stairs of doom, because they're very steep. So walk sideways and use your handrails. Don't do what I'm about to do. Use your handrails and walk sideways.
Oh boy. Hey.
Yeah, I'll use the handrails.
What you got? Got red?
Yeah. Now I got a light back here if you want to do it for. Now don't go too far, guys.
Huh?
I'll tell you about that. He said, I think this is more like a ladder.
Okay, so Mr. Dean can tell them about this. This you can call it
Especially when everybody keeps walking up and down
sex many
all
times.
day.
A hippo, a rhino, or an alligator is what you call those. What they get alligator from is from the teeth. I get hippo because of the wide mouth and it doesn't kind of close off. And I also get rhino because it looks like there's horns growing up there. We're going to wait for them here so you guys can look at this.
So neat.
Yeah. I promise. Then we just gotta go back up that staircase we passed, and then we're gonna walk straight back up, right through the stairs. If you guys wanna go to the haunted house, you're more than welcome to. Oh, it's just right at the top of the steps. You got an idea. Yeah. And you know about this guy that if you've been down through
Before it does, it gets pretty weird right here.
What's wild is actually,
Watch your step.
I don't know whether or not this thing's growing. It's longer than it was in the 30s and 40 years ago.
You can look like right here. If you want to look up in, you can. We're not going to keep walking around there. And watch right there. Everything's super muddy. I kind of slid in there. You can look up in there. You can look and you can touch whatever you like. So, like I said earlier, there was little jelly, and this is big jelly.
Maybe you're right. There's a little hole up here. Right up around this corner somewhere. There's a hole in the ground that a little foot could slip in. I want to put things right there and watch your feet. I want to put some iron bars around it.
So yeah, this, if you didn't hear me, this is big jelly. Watch, there's a big hole right there. You got a very big.
Yeah, it's right up there by the tall fellow with the glasses, so watch on your left there, little fella. Right there in his foot. Don't go stepping in that now.
Okay, so we'll wait for Mr. Dean then.
Because your little leg can go straight down in
Before we
there.
go back in there. Mr. Dean, we need you up here.
I'm coming. I'm just making sure little feet didn't slip through the hole.
Okay.
What do you need there, sweetheart?
Stand here.
Oh, okay, you're the boss now? Alright, so anyway, this is the staircase that we just passed. We walked all the way around. When you guys looked at that railing, that's where we were. Okay, so, and then this whole wall, this is more of an adult thing. Kids don't really have any kind of interest for this. This whole thing, I know it doesn't look like it, come close, this whole thing's covered in signatures. The oldest meeting I found is 1869. There, but you gotta get close, take a peek, just look around. And also back in through there, you can go back in there, look out for puddles.
Yep.
Because nobody likes to walk around with a wet foot. Red will take you back through there.
Yep.
And don't jump rails, because like I always say, I'm not gonna save you.
Nope.
You signed the waiver. No, I'm just kidding, I'm saving.
Nope. We'll take it.
Yeah, so yeah, if you guys want to walk back through there, it's just about the same as every other one of the one little splits that you went. I do believe that one's called Blind End. It's on the map.
So watch your left right up here, the big puddle. I walked first and I worked this on, but if you have shoes that you're going to wear to school tomorrow, I would suggest walking around. This actually ends up going deeper than I think. I know that doesn't look super deep.
Alright guys, come back out this way.
His back name. He's not the cage.
Little monkey? A little bit.
Oh, sneak around.
You're a little squishy.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I'm doing? Alright, whatever. Down the trail. Walking. I heard it.
Oh, is he going up?
Yeah, he's gonna go up and show you right where we were at that bar, where you guys look down. He's gonna go hang over the edge, I guess. Don't fall, Red. Yeah, so you can actually crawl up. You can get just about as close to him as you want, but you just can't quite slip through that hole.
Alright, you're good. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Dad. Alright, so yeah, if you guys want to check out those pictures of those signatures like I was talking about on there. Otherwise, we're just going back up now. I'm sorry, what?
It could be.
Where is it? What? Why don't you take it up?
Some more stuff to get on there. That's some cheap stuff,
Okay, keep
wasn't
walking.
it?
Your lights are blinded.
Back here.
No. Yeah. Try some first.
I didn't ask you to be there. 1, 2. You're.
I don't think mine's in here, but I wanna. Take pictures?
But yep, and then we're just going up the steppers.
Going up the steppers.
So always make sure you're checking on your handrails, watching your footing, because like I said, we're getting muddier and muddier and muddier as we go. Now over there, Stephanie told you, we're walking right back up this way, right back where I'm going to the shoulder back, things like that. It's only a little bit of a trek up this hill, and then we just gotta go back up the stairs. If you want to go through that there haunted house, you're more than welcome. I think that's where we're going to get set up for now. Because look, there's always light at the end of the tunnel, isn't there? There it is. That's our staircase all the way to home. Wasn't that bad, was it? You got to see some cool stuff.
They didn't even know the king of Warrington.
Yeah.
Nobody. They were like,
So come on up, and I hope Stephanie and I gave you at least a decent tour of something cool that most people. You shush yourself, Brett.
I make the lights on.
That, you know, most people.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour of the cavern. It's really neat that we have a cave close home in our area. They also have a Facebook page. And you know, you never know when you have a cavern right on your feet. So if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next journey.